Friday. It's raining outside. Well, hopefully you're all sitting comfortable and you have some lovely fun socks. Maybe some hats. Maybe some mustaches. That would be so cool. If you don't worry. You can do it next time. So, I just wanted to say a big thank you for watching this whole week from Monday to Friday. How cool were the stories? I love these stories. On Monday, we had the land of mites and maybes. On Tuesday, we had the frog. I've been trying to find one. I can't find one anywhere. And then we had the princess and the pea. How many of you slept on a pea on Wednesday night? And then we had the farmer, his son, and a donkey. Oh, I love donkeys. I love them so much. And then we had a very cool story on the Friday all about cliffhanger. I can't wait to find out what happens next Friday. Oh my goodness, that's going to be so cool. So today, I thought what I would do is read from a book of mine that I had when I was a young Hairyett. When I was a little girl, my mother always read me this book, and I thought it was so silly and fun. It is called Edward Lear's book called The Pobble Who Has No Toes and Other Nonsense. Imagine that! A pobble! I don't even know what a pobble is, do you? But this pobble has no toes. Oh my word, that sounds very funny. So I'm going to read for you from this book, and we're going to turn the pages, and there's quite a few fun things in it. Not just a story, but also some limericks. How cool is that? So let's start. Is everyone ready? Hello, Adrian. Oh, and the mentor boys are watching. That is so cool. Hi, guys. It's so cool that you are here. Yes, a pobble. Can you believe it? Okay. Is everyone ready? Let's go for it. This is the cover. How cool is that? Very cool. Here we go. There was an old man with a beard who said, "It is just as I feared. 2 owls and a hen, 4 larks and a wren have all built their nests in my beard." Oh my goodness, look at that. Can you believe it? Can you see all the birds? Oh, my eyebrows love that one. Okay, let's go for the next one. There was a young person of Bantry who frequently slept in the pantry. When disturbed by the mice, she appeased them with rice. That judicious young person of Bantry. Oh, look at that. Whole bunch of mice just hanging out on her stomach. She doesn't look that worried. She looks very happy. Okay, let's go for the story now. We'll come back to some more limericks in a moment. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, this is the story now of the pobble. Now you can find out what a pobble really is. Liam and Eli, hello boys. So cool that you guys are watching. Yay. Okay, let's go. So, the pobble who has no toes. There's the pobble in a very pretty flower. The pobble who has no toes had once as many as we. When they said, "Someday you may lose them all," he replied, "Fish diddly dee." And his aunt Jobishka made him a drink, lavender water tinged with pink. For she said, "The world in general knows there's nothing so good for a pobble's toes." Look at that pink lavender juice. Oh, I could drink some of that. Looks delicious. Oh, here's a little frog. Hello, frog. The pobble who has no toes swam across the Bristol Channel But before he set out, he wrapped his nose in a piece of scarlet flannel. For his Aunt Jobiska said, no harm can come to his toes if his nose is warm. And it's perfectly known that a Pobble's toes are safe, provided he minds his nose. Look at that! She looks super cross. Oh, there you go. The Pobble swam fast and well, and when boats or ships came near him, he tinkledy-binkledy-winkled a bell, so that all the world could hear him. And all the sailors and admirals cried when they saw him nearing the further side, he's gone to fish for his Aunt Jobiska's runcible cat with crimson whiskers. That's what they said. Can you see all the sailors? Okay. But before he touched the shore of the Bristol Channel, a sea green porpoise carried away his wrapper of scarlet flannel. Oh dear. And when he came to observe his feet, formally garnished with toes so neat, his face at once became forlorn on perceiving that all his toes were gone. Oh my word. Look, he's got no toes. There's the porpoise with the flannel. And nobody ever knew from that dark day to the present whoso had taken the Pobble's toes in a manner so far from pleasant, whether the shrimps or crawfish grey or crafty mermaids stole them away. Nobody knows, and nobody knew, or nobody knows how the Pobble was robbed of twice 5 toes. Oh dear. Oh, I made a bit of a mistake there, but that's okay. Look there. Who could have stolen his toes? Oh no. Okay, so that is the end of the Pobble story. Oh, it's not the end. Oh wait, it isn't the end. That's so cool. The Pobble, who has no toes, was placed in a friendly bark, and they rolled him back and carried him up to his Aunt Jobiska's park. And she made him a feast at his earnest wish of eggs and buttercups fried with fish. And she said, it's a fact the whole world knows that Pobbles are happier without their toes. Oh, that's great. So there was a happy ending. Look, she's making him all his favorite foods. Yeah, I think you're right, Aaliyah. I think it was the fish that stole his toes. I think you're right. I think you're onto something there. Okay. But now I'm going to read you some more limericks. How cool is that? So, there was an old man who said, "Hush, I perceive a young bird in this bush." When they said, "Is it small?" he replied, "Not at all. It is 4 times as big as the bush." Oh my goodness, look at that. So funny. There was an old person of Nice whose associates were usually geese. They walked out together in all sorts of weather, that affable person of Nice. Oh, look at that guy. I love his purple hat. I wish I had a hat like that. There was a young lady of Bute who played on a silver gilt flute. She played several jigs to her uncle's white pigs. That amusing young lady of Bute. Oh, look. I love those pigs. 3 little pigs. That sounds like a story. Okay. And this is the last one from the book, but don't worry, it's not the end. There was an old man of The Hague whose ideas were excessively vague. He built a balloon to examine the moon. That deluded old man of The Hague. Oh, look at that. So I hope you enjoyed that book. Now, I wanted to make a little surprise for today for all of you because I think you're all wonderful, and because this whole week My socks have been flying right off from the excitement from all these stories that I thought, hang on a second, I really like socks. Socks really like me. So I want to introduce you to someone called, what's his name? Diddley Diddley. Hello. Isn't he cool? He's my friend. Yeah. So we thought, since some of you are watching today, we would make up some limericks about you. Why not? We've got 5 minutes. So let's do this thing. Okay, so let's start. There was a young boy called Teo, whose nickname was Teo Mayo. He said with a wink, "Give me a fizzy drink, and I can burp the word Bulawayo." Oh, this was so funny. I know it was, right? Let's go for the next one. Young Avia was so very clever. She made a bag out of crocodile leather. But when she visited the Nile, along swam a crocodile and said of her bag, "That's my friend Trevor." You mustn't really make bags out of crocodiles. It's not nice, but it's just a joke. Okay, let's go for the next one. Aliyah, this is for you. Yay, Aliyah, this one is for you. There was a young lady called Aliyah who was a wonderful beekeeper. Her bees made yummy honey that she sold for lots of money, and that honey isn't cheap, huh? There you go, that one was for you, darling. Okay, let's go for the next one. Diddly Diddly, what do you say? Yeah, let's do the next one. Okay. There was a funny boy called Jimmy V who got stuck in a very high tree. He ate all the tree's fruit, which made his farts go toot toot. Now, how will he get down from the tree? Okay, well, that was quite a funny one. There was a young lad called Josh who thought he was terribly posh. He had tea with the Queen. They ate scones, jam, and tea. What a posh thing to do. Oh my gosh. That one was for you, Josh. I hope you loved it. Now let's go for the next one. Shall we go for the next one? Yeah! There was a handsome boy called Nate who forgot to lock the farmer's gate. The animals all ran away, which made Nate's hair turn grey, but he's handsome, so he still looks great. No. Okay. Now this one is for you guys. This is for Liam and Eli. Two brothers called Liam and Eli took a spaceship into the sky. On a very strange planet, they met an alien called Janet, and she served them gooseberry pie. Well, that sounds like a good adventure to me. I would love a bit of gooseberry pie now. Okay, a few more to go. Hello, Tiger Lily in Arizona. Oh, we are so happy to see you, aren't we, Diddly Diddly? Yeah, welcome. Woo! Okay, calm down, okay. There was a sweet girl named Jen who wrote with a magic pen. It had invisible ink, but it started to stink, so she never used it ever again. Okay, I've only got time for 2 more ones, okay? And so I thought, guess what? I thought I would make one up for Diddly Diddly because he's such a happy fellow. I thought I would make up one for you. How do you feel about that? Yeah, I think he's very excited. Okay, it goes like this. Diddly Diddly was a happy green fellow, never angry, just incredibly mellow. He loves to find ways to have happy days and lives in the back of a cello. What did you think of that? I loved it! Oh, good. Oh, I'm happy that you loved it. Okay, now the last one of the day, Diddly Diddly is going to do for you, okay? I think it might be about me. I'm hoping anyway. Do you want to do it? Yeah! A young woman called Hairyett once took up an icy cold bet to go for a swim in the sea with her friend Diddley. That's a cold day they'll never forget. Oh my goodness. That was a brilliant one, and it's true. We will never forget that day. And I will also never forget this day because this has been so super cool and exciting. I want to say a big, big thank you to all you kids, big and small, that watched this morning. I really hope you had lots and lots of fun like I did. And guess what? We're going to do more stories next week, every day at 3 p.m. In fact, I think I might be on Monday again. How cool is that? Probably speaking more nonsense. Anyway, tomorrow is Easter, so have a super, super fun day. Don't eat too much chocolate. And if you get lots of chocolate, don't forget to share. And be good to yourselves and be good to each other. Bye! Toodaloo!